Christmas, everybody. This is my lovely wife, Mrs. Claus. We are Alan and Kathy Potvin. We're originally from Goffstown, New Hampshire. We now have the privilege of living in York, Maine. We do love it. I wish I could move back so I could vote for Scott. He was kind enough to just post something just yesterday. That was awfully nice. But what we've done is, over the last few years, I've been doing a lot of volunteer work for Honor Flight New England. It is an absolute terrific organization. Joe Byron founded it in 2009. We're on our 70th trip coming up this year. We take World War II, Korea, Vietnam veterans down to DC, all expenses paid. Joe was a Manchester, either a cop or a detective, I'm not quite sure. The passion he has is unparalleled, and it's infectious. And I guess I caught the infection last year. And what we decided to do last year was, hey, why don't we do Claus for a cause? So we just go and we stand out at Neville Lighthouse, and last year we raised $3,000, and we're well on pace to beat that this year. And we're really proud to represent Honor Flight. We're there for the next 2 Sundays, tomorrow 1 to 3, next Sunday 1 to 3, weather permitting. Snow is okay, rain is bad on the costume. So we do what we can. We're happy to do all sorts of pictures, whatever you folks want. Usually what we get the best response on is a quick little cameo. If you have a little grandchild or little nieces or nephews or little children, you give us their name and we do a quick little cameo. And it's a sweet little message for a young one as Christmas and the holidays are coming. I want to share with you a quick little story this morning on our run, just literally right before this. Cute little girl, maybe 6 years old. We're going around the room and asking everybody what they want. Little boy wants a robot, little girl wants a Barbie, another little girl wants a makeup kit. This sweet as anything, with her nickname, Twinkle Toes, comes up, looks at me, and said, Santa, I just want everybody to have a happy, Merry Christmas this year. If you don't, that's also one of the reasons we feel like we get a lot by doing this. Making people smile. I walked into Starbucks on the way here. Well, Santa likes his gingerbread chai tea. So the smiles that we get to bring on people's faces is really magical. My wife is probably already tearing up. She does behind the scenes work for Honor Flight because emotionally she doesn't think she could get through a day. But I want to just mention how impactful it is when we go on a trip and when volunteers go with Honor Flight. I really feel, we're 56 years old, first time in my life, we really feel like we're making a difference in somebody's life. Even if it's for one day, the response that we get, when you're on a bus filled with volunteers and the heroes that we call them, and they're opening their mail call, and you hear grown men cry and grown women cry. We had a woman 103 years old. It's just, people send letters to Joe that their loved one had just gone on an Honor Flight trip, and the following month or 2 they pass away, and so they're letting them know. And they said, we want to let you know that until he died, every day he held the picture that you gave him, or he held a coin that he got. These people hold this in their heart, and it's a warm regard. And I was always nervous in the past. I'm not a veteran. I want to thank everybody who is a veteran. I call ourselves patriots. I'm as a patriot as anybody is going to get to be. But we really feel strongly that we have to do what we can for the veterans. And I was always embarrassed, and I was like, why should I be embarrassed to go up to somebody who's wearing a hat that might say Vietnam hero or a Vietnam veteran? And these guys, especially in Vietnam, what we're learning is they just want a welcome home. So I guess I'm on a personal mission. Besides Honor Flight, I'm trying to tell as many people as possible. If you're at a diner, if you're at Walmart, you see these guys. In fact, the guy who just said Pledge of Allegiance, where is he? His license. Oh, the cameraman. He has a hat. I now go up to people with a hat. But if they have a Vietnam one, just say welcome home. If they want to talk more, they will. If they don't, that's okay. Because what I'm learning is after guys. I talked to my last hero. I was working with him, and we were on the flight, and he said, Alan, he goes, you don't understand, when we got back, me and my buddy in Boston, we had to run to the bathroom to change out of the uniform. People were punching them, throwing things at them, spitting at them. So these guys, literally, all they want is a welcome home. Well, we take them down to DC, we have breakfast, we have lunch, we have everything. And it's much more than a welcome home, obviously, but it's something that they all deserve. So, I don't know, we've found our passion, we love it, and that's a little bit of a tidbit of what we do for Honor Flight. So I want to thank everybody. Scott, it was neat to see our picture on your post, and a lot of my friends were on it that actually know you too. So I want to thank everybody. We'll be here for pictures, we'll be here for quick little cameos, really whatever you want. But everybody, the big message is, have a very Merry Christmas. As Twinkle Toes just said, let's all have a happy Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody!